Are we live? We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grommet Live and happy Friday. I don't know that we have ever done a Friday Grommet Live before, but I kind of like it. I'm going to be so curious if you guys agree. I don't know why. I'm just in a good Friday mood and I feel like live shopping is fun and Fridays are fun and they just, I don't know, kind of seems like they go together. So I'm obviously very happy to be here. I'm a tiny bit under the weather, I will tell you that, in case I cough or sneeze or anything like that. I'm just warning you ahead of time. But you know what? That is the beauty of live shopping. And the show must go on. And we have Diane Cunningham inside the chat saying hello from Portland, Oregon. Hello to you, Diane. And anybody else who is on, and I'm seeing there's a lot of you on, let me know inside the chat so I know who you are, where you are. That's always super fun. And also, what's fun is that we are on lots of different platforms right now. We are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we are on LinkedIn, and we are on X or Twitter. I'm still going back to Twitter. I don't know if I can ever. In fact, I think Elon recently put a post up asking what everybody thinks of X and if they liked Twitter better. So I'm going to ask you guys the same, just out of curiosity. In the chat, will you guys let me know if you think it was a silly move to rebrand as X or a good one? Just curious. And this is not political in any way, shape, or form, so don't take it that way. But let me know. I'm very, very curious. Anyway, if you have never joined us before on Grommet Live, I just want to, number one, welcome you. And then I want to explain a couple things so you know how all of this works. And then we are going to dive in to 7 very cool, very innovative products. And I am actually over the moon excited about this show because we are crossing lots of different categories for this show. There is something for men, there is something for women, kids, teens, all over the board, even dogs. Yes, even dogs. Lots of good products. And boy, there is a beauty product that has knocked my socks off that I am kind of obsessed with, as you're going to be able to tell very soon. So I'm really excited to share that one with you guys. And I do believe we have the Masters coming up. Am I right that it is next weekend? I think it is. And so this golf product that I'm going to share with you guys, you do not want to miss this. Whether you are a brand new golfer or you are a golf pro, this is a product you're going to want to see. So stay tuned for that. And as we do on every single Grommet Live, we are doing 2 product giveaways. So 2 of the items that I am showing you guys tonight, Friday night, I'm giving away. So how do you win? All you have to do is use that QR code that you're seeing right there. Just take out your phone, do a quick click, and maybe I'm going to see if our producer, Jen, who is on call, paying attention. I'm going to see if maybe she could put the link inside the chat for the giveaway as well, because I know some people have trouble with QRs. So if that's possible, Jen, that would be great. If not, that's okay too, because I kind of surprised her with that one. But, and I'm seeing we have one of our makers just jumped on from Breeze Life. Hello, Ryan. Your product is one that I am also beyond obsessed with. So I cannot wait to, gosh, this is such a good show. I'm so glad you guys are here. And because you guys are here live, I know I just mentioned the giveaway. I'm not going to tell you which products we're giving away, but we're giving away 2 great ones. And again, all you have to do is hit that QR code. But because you're here live, we're going to give you an extra perk. And that is that you can double your chances to win by putting one word inside the chat. And that word is, if you've been here before, you already know it. If you haven't been here before, that word is giveaway. So go ahead and put that inside the chat. And as we are talking about the chat, I just want to hit on one really important element. And that is, first and foremost, there's nothing more fun than the chat. So wherever you're tuning in from, the chat that you are seeing is the chat that is on that platform. So if you're on YouTube, you're seeing the YouTube chat, Facebook chat, and we are on a couple pages on each. So what I will say is that the busiest, most energetic chat is usually Grommet's chat or Grommet's account on Facebook. So if you're wanting to see most of the chat going on, that's where I would watch from, but any one of the platforms is great. So that's just a little tidbit, but also regarding the chat. The reason why Grommet and I conceptualized this show way back when in the very beginning was because we wanted to have a platform where we could help these smaller, more independent inventors and entrepreneurs and makers get their products found in this very, very busy e-commerce space. It is so overwhelming what's going on Amazon and all the different, Walmart and Etsy and oh my gosh, billions of products. And so we thought this would be a fabulous way to get more people to see products that might have otherwise gone unseen. And so the chat, the reason I'm saying all that is because the chat is what is the thing that gets this in front of more and more people. So if the chat is active tonight, the 7 makers, the 7 inventors that are on, their products are going to be seen by so many more people than if we didn't have chat at all. Because what happens is if it gets going and it's really energetic, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, they're all paying attention, and it triggers an algorithm that pushes it out to more and more people. And so that is the whole goal. We want to get these products in front of as many people as possible. So please don't be shy. Have fun in the chat. Give virtual high fives if you have questions. Most of our makers are with us tonight inside the chat. So this is your chance to meet them, to let them know what you think of their product, to ask questions about their product, all of that fun stuff. If you have questions for me, if you have, maybe you've used one of the products and you want to share your experience, whatever it is, the chat is where you're going to do that. And I do get to see all of the questions. So I will do my very best to make sure I don't miss any and respond to all of them if I can. So I think, Jen, have I missed anything? I think that is the housekeeping for the show. And so without any further ado, I would like to just go ahead and dive into the first product. And I teased to the first product just a minute ago when I said there is a beauty product that has knocked my socks off that I'm so excited to share with you guys. And so we are going to start with that one. And before I show it to you, I want to ask you, how many of you have ever tried LED light therapy for your face? Anybody? You've seen those funky looking, real kind of space age looking masks where the red light comes on. I've seen them. I've watched them from afar for years, but I'm just curious if anyone's tried it. Has anyone thought of trying it? That's the camp that I was in. So I have been watching for years. Celebrities up the yin yang, they all swear by their LED light therapy treatments. And what I found was that my dermatologist, there's certain issues. I have lines above my lips. I've got lots of different skin issues. And what she says, she always says, Marcy, the only thing that's really going to work for that is if you do the LED light therapy. And as much as I would like to do it, what I found is that each treatment runs, and it depends where you are in the country, but it ranges from about $50 all the way up to about $300 per session. And to see any visible results, you're going to have to do about 8 to 10 sessions. And so that for me, I quickly would calculate in my head, it's going to be anywhere between say $400 and $500 on up to $2,500 for those 10 sessions. And then when you're done with those 10 sessions, you have to have that maintenance. So you're probably going to do it monthly after that. And I just couldn't justify the cost. Well, when Grommet sent me this product and said, we're going to do this, we'd love for you to do this on the show, I flipped out because this was my opportunity to finally try out the LED light therapy that I've been hearing so much about, that everybody raves about so much. And so let me show it to you, and then we'll talk through all of the benefits, why it is such a big, big deal. And it has been around for decades, but it has not been around for decades for use at home. So the one I'm going to show you is for home use. So it finally kind of opens up a whole new world to us who think that $2,500 is a bit much to spend on our skin. Okay, so here it is. It's called the Equinox Pro LED Light Therapy Mask. First of all, it's gorgeous. I mean, the box itself, I'm in love with. It's one of those, with the kind of the magnetic, really high end. So when you open it up, what you will see, we're doing a bit of an unboxing here, although it's not going to be a fancy unboxing because I've already used it. So it doesn't look quite as pretty as it did when I first opened it. But let me just show you what's inside. First of all, I toyed with the idea of having it on when we went live, but I thought it was going to scare you guys. I certainly scared my son last night, that's for sure. Okay, so here is the mask right here. I'll show you the back side too. On the back side, you will see there are a whole bunch of little tiny LED lights. In fact, I think there are 320 of them on the mask. There are these protective eye covers here that are kind of silicone, very soft. It makes it all very comfortable. And the mask itself is actually really comfortable. It's very bendable. It's very, very thin. Most of them are about 50% thicker. Many of them are that hard plastic, so not comfortable at all. That's one of the things I really loved about this is it's super pliable, it's lightweight, it's really comfortable. And then it comes with these straps that go over your ears like this, and it secures in place. What do we think? Cute? Okay, so that's the first part. And then the second part, another reason I am so in love with this product is it doesn't just stop at the face, which so many beauty products do. It's just the face, and we forget about everything down here, which is not the smartest thing in the world. If we're going to do one, I mean, we can't have it look like two different people. So they included this, which is actually for the neck and the décolletage. What I love about, well, I'm going to get into what I love in just a second. So this just secures around your neck. Again, it's just sort of almost like a Velcro kind of hook and loop, super comfortable. It, just fits kind of snug, but it's lightweight, so it's not cumbersome at all. And it also has a whole bunch of those LED lights that you're seeing right there. I think this one is somewhere around like a 310 or 306 or something like that. So quite a few. And then each one of these plugs into the controller. So it comes with this. It is wireless, but of course it does come with a USB charger. So you're going to charge it, but once it's charged, then it's wireless. So you can literally put this on and walk around the house, which is another plus. You're not tied to the wall. But so when you turn it on, actually you have to press it for a couple seconds. There it is. And what you'll find, you'll see a timer right there. So all you have to do is put this on for 10 minutes a day. And they say that for optimum results, you want to do it about 3 to 5 times a week. So 10 minutes a day, 3 to 5 times a week. When you have it on, you don't feel anything at all. If anything, I would say it's like slightly warm, but that's it. There is no pain. There is no downtime. You almost are going, is this even working? Well, let me tell you, this works. And this one in particular works better. I mean, I did a lot. Over the years, I've done research on this. But then when I knew I was going to be able to feature this particular mask, I did a ton of research on this one in particular. I think I may have read every review there is. If you're on their site, it's over 200. And every one of them is 4.8 stars and above, mostly 5 stars. And so many of them say, I did so much research. I was really, hemming and hawing and not sure what to do. But I chose this one for very specific reasons. And so I want to highlight what those reasons are after I show you a couple before and afters. Okay, so this was the first one that I saw. I have to show you this one. So look at the difference with her neck. Look at the crepiness in the before. And only 8 weeks later, look at how smooth it is and how reduced the wrinkles are, how much firmer, tighter, more lifted it is. It is really, really amazing. And I want to show you her now. And so she started this literally November 2024, and she wrote this review in January. And so there she is now. And so Trish wrote, obviously 5 stars, started using in November. She changed her skin routine to include vitamin C and hyaluronic serum. And she is so impressed with the results. My neck was becoming very crepe-like and depressing me. I really didn't want to have plastic surgery. The results are significant and constant. Cannot recommend this highly enough. I felt like that one just says it all. To me, I mean, those are real results. And then just to show you a couple other before and afters. This one is a little bit more subtle, but I wanted to show you that because depending on your age, just to be able to see the differences. But you can see how those lines in the neck are significantly reduced. And then with the chin, the texture of the skin is just so much smoother, because these light therapy masks can have a big impact on if you were to have some kind of surgery and you have a scar, or maybe you had acne scars. So it can really lessen that. And then here's someone that has sort of almost looks like a rosacea issue. So it's very, very helpful for that and inflammation. Look at the difference between those two. And then here's an acne one. So I'm just wanting to show you all the different issues that light therapy has been proven to help. So again, the before and after of those two is pretty unmistakable, just incredible. So I'm going to come back to me for a second here. Excuse me. So what's different about this than anything else I've seen that I have come across, that anyone that wrote the reviews has come across? A few different things. Number one, this one is actually the same level, if you will, of the ones that are in dermatology office and what do you call them? Some of the spa. The name is blanking me, but you know what I mean. So basically the real deal that used to only be available there, this one is that level. The other thing is this one has 30% more LED lights than any other at-home LED light therapy mask. So this one has, I think it is, I'm going to get this right, I believe it is 656 LED lights. So again, that's 30% more than the next one. The other thing is this one has 6 different modes, and I love that element. And so let me explain to you what the modes are. So basically there's different kinds of LED light. Or different colors, I should say. So there are different wavelengths. So there's red, and red is known to help increase the production of collagen and elastin, which is 2 things that so many of us are wanting and needing. And so what that's doing is that's giving you that kind of firmer, smoother complexion that we're after. So that is the red. You also have the option of the blue, and the blue would be more for someone who has acne, because it does balance the oils out, and it just calms redness and makes for a smoother, clearer complexion. And then there is yellow, and yellow, I think of the yellow as kind of the sun care light, because that helps if you are someone that has sun damage, which I definitely do. So, the dark spots, discoloration, it's going to help with that. It's going to even out your skin tone. It's going to brighten your skin. So I know yellow is something that a lot of people are after. And then what this Equinox Pro does that takes it to a whole nother level is it adds 2 more levels. Actually, is it 2 more? 3 more modes. So then there is the near infrared, and then there's 2 different levels of that. Let me just show you a chart that's going to explain it really well, and we can talk it through together. But so you're seeing each one of the different, you've got the red, the yellow, the red blue, the red yellow, the red near infrared, and the yellow near infrared. And then you can see what each one of those modes targets. And so I love that, because everybody has different issues. So that shows you right there what each one targets. And then for each one of those, it also has 3 different levels of intensity. So I started mine at the very lowest because I wanted to make sure I didn't have any adverse reactions, which, by the way, are very rare. That's one of the things I love about it. It's very safe. It's FDA cleared, all of that. But what is so cool is that if you think about it, the issues that we're having on our face might be very different than the issues we're having on our neck and our chest. Maybe you have sun damage issues here, but maybe it's fine lines and things here. So you can either use these all together or you can use them separately, but it's all very customizable. And maybe right now you're having issues with acne, but maybe a month from now, the acne has cleared, which so many swear by actually. And now you're wanting to really work on the fine lines. So then you can just change the modes as you go for whatever your issues are. And so you are paying one time. There's no subscription fees. There's no anything. You're paying one time. You have this entire set. And so instead of having to go back to the dermatologist's office again and again and again, you've got it all in the privacy of your home, 10 minutes a day. I kind of look at it as sort of a bedtime routine. It's actually quite relaxing. You put it on and you can see because you've got the eye holes. And so I do my nails or I'll read a book or whatever it is for 10 minutes. And so it's just kind of, calm down time. So if you look at it that way, again, it doesn't hurt. There's no downtime. There's no nothing. Diane is saying, I need for wrinkles since I'm in my 70s. Yes. And as you saw, I've got to go back to this before and after. It's incredible. So this is someone that was in her 70s as well. And she was, really frustrated with those necklines. And so many women my age are frustrated with those necklines. I know so many people are considering having neck lifts even at my age. And I'm thinking, my gosh, if you could, instead of spending however many thousands of dollars that you would spend on some kind of plastic surgery, and instead try this, which this Grommet discount, you guys, is incredible. It is $340, and you are getting the entire set. You're not just getting the mask or just that, you're getting the whole set for $340 with that Grommet discount. So to take advantage of that Grommet discount, what you need to do, all you do is you take out your phone, you're going to click that QR code, and that's going to automatically give you that 20% discount, which on a high ticket item like this is obviously significant. So if you're remotely thinking about it, thinking maybe I'll try it in a year or something like that, grab that so you have it. You're not committing to buying it. You're just saying, wow, I like this product. That discount will go in a file for you and you can use it whenever you want. But I will say one of the things that's so appealing about this is that they have a risk-free 60-day trial. So you can get this home at the price of $340 and try it for the 60 days. Do the 10 minutes a day for 5 days. And if you don't see a significant result, if you're not seeing things that I've showed you there or your issues aren't being solved, then send it back. And then you're out nothing, but you've had 60 days of a very expensive in-office treatment in the privacy of your home. It is pretty darn cool. A lot of people that have bought it, in reading the reviews, they bought it for themselves, but then didn't realize that acne and those kind of skin issues could be treated by it as well. And now their kids that are dealing with acne, they use it for that. Mom uses it for the fine lines and wrinkles. So, the possibilities with it are just endless, and it can be used by multiple people. When you're done with it, you're just going to wipe it off with a damp cloth and put it away. And I also love that it is so portable because I travel a lot, and the other masks that I've seen, they're these hard shells that I would never think to put in my suitcase. This is this thin with both of them, super lightweight, and it even comes with this cute little carrying pouch. And so you just pop it in there, put it in your suitcase, and you even have it with you on the go, which is kind of cool. Gosh, I could go on and on. The reason why people love it, it really, there's so many things that it can target, but it is the overall, if I had to say one thing, it's brighter, firmer complexion. That's the one, the overriding that everyone, and so when I started, I was using the red because that is for that collagen, for increasing that collagen production and the elastin. And so that is kind of the lifting, firming. And so that's kind of what I was after. The other thing that I didn't mention that is different about this than other ones, for me, this is a big one. The other ones don't target the upper lip. And that is the big one for me. And so this one actually does. They thought of that. They built LED lights into that so you can actually target that lip area for those fine lines or whatever it is you're dealing with. So what else can I say? Oh, it also has a 2-year warranty, and it also, depending on your your particular situation, it is HSA and FSA approved. Or not approved, eligible. So you can submit it, again, everybody's is different, but I did want to mention that because I know that's a big one for people. And what else? Oh, the other thing, there was just one little something that jumped out at me on their website, which to me says a lot, is that 99% of the people that have used this set would recommend it to somebody else. 99%. That to me is a big one. Oh, we've got Leslie Miller in the house. Hello, Leslie. Leslie, I'm curious did you see my whole presentation on this? Curious what you think of this. Anyway, the jury's out for me, but I'm so excited. And I say the jury's out only because I just started it. And what they say is typically for results, it's about, was it 8 weeks? I think it's 8 weeks before you see the results that, as I mentioned. Is it 8 weeks? Now I'm blanking. In my mind, that's what I was thinking. So I think it's somewhere around there. And if we have the makers in the house, would love to know if that's right. So that's kind of what I'm counting on, is doing it. I took pictures before because I want to show you guys, and committing to the 8 weeks and doing exactly what they tell me to do. And then I will show you those afters and let you know. But again, with something like this, you've got the 60 days. Use it for 2 months, and which is, wait a minute, 60 days. Yeah, 2 months. So that's the 8 weeks, and you'll know if you get the results, and then you're probably going to want to keep it if you do, because you're going to keep it up with that maintenance. And if you don't, you send it back. So to me, this is a can't miss. And yes, it's a higher ticket, but when you think of the amount of money we spend on beauty products and going to the dermatologist's office and having these treatments done, to me, this is a drop in the bucket if it works, which from what I hear, it really does. And from what I see, it really does. So I'm excited to know about it, and so excited to tell you guys all about it. I'm going to make sure I didn't miss anything in the chat. Okay, I think we're good. And hello, Audrey just jumped on as well. Hello, she is on Facebook. Okay, so that is my beauty product for the day. You guys know I love my beauty products, but this one was a pretty special one, I gotta say. And again, I will check back with you in 8 weeks. So this is before. We'll see. Oh, Candy's on. Hard to believe Marcy has any spots. Oh, just wait till you see my before pictures, Candy. I got spots. I was that girl in Southern California with the tinfoil under my face and the baby oil all over, wanting a tan. That was before we knew what happens when you do that. So I definitely have sun damage for sure. And I definitely have the lip issue. That's my big one. Okay, we are going to move on to, okay, yes. I moved products around for various reasons, and I'm glad I did, because I think this is a great segue, in that this one that I'm about to show you, I know we do have the maker in the house. So his name is Ryan Jones. But I will say, Ryan, one of the things I love about your product, I always love, is that this is sort of a family business. And so that to me is kind of cool. I've got to show you Ryan and his kids right there. There he is. So everybody say hi to Ryan in the chat. Ryan, I hope I have this right, Ryan, was a sound engineer. And in doing that, he worked at a lot of music festivals, and he was out, those Coachellas and the Stagecoach and all of those kinds of things. And so those things go on all day, and you're out in the hot sun, and it does get really hot. And he was watching all the people that were getting heat stroke and just dealing with everything that goes with that, whether it's, sun poison or even skin cancer down the road, and just thought there's got to be a solution for this, for, not just concerts like that, or music festivals like that, but also I've been to several. I used to work at golf tournaments, and my gosh, you're out there all day and it is hot and you're in that hot sun. I can only imagine what the golfers and the caddies are dealing with. So lots of people need shade, need to be cooled off, need a fan. And Ryan's company is called Breeze Life. He created the most innovative, the most incredible umbrella. Ryan, where has this been all my life? Why did I just find out about this? I love it. First of all, it's such a gorgeous umbrella. It's super high end. It's like as good as it gets as far as umbrella, really nice material. And he's got all different colors, which I'm going to show you in just a second. And I know I'm not supposed to open inside, but I think that's a myth. I think I'm going to have good luck for doing this. So I know that's going to do something weird to the camera, but there is, a nice big span. But what makes this umbrella so unique is, look at here. There's a power button right there, right? What do you think that power button does? Well, if I press that, I don't know if you can hear it, but hopefully it's going to blow my hair, because I'm getting the nicest breeze under here. It is this awesome fan. So it's super nice breeze. It's very quiet, which I think is kind of cool. I don't even know if you guys are hearing it or not, but I'm going to turn it off for just, There it goes louder. So it's got different speeds. And now it's off. So it's USB, comes with a USB cord. You charge it there. And did it? Oh, I thought my paper blew away. On a single charge, it's going to work for 2 to 3 hours. But the fan is only the beginning, because when you're out in that hot sun, what else would you love to have other than a fan? How about a mister? What if your umbrella could mist, a fine mist all around you when you're out there in the hot sun? And I'd mentioned golf tournaments and summer concerts and things like that. But maybe you're at a sporting event. Maybe you're sitting on the bleachers at your son's baseball game. Maybe you are at the beach or at the park. Anything. This timing is perfect because it's starting to get hot. And so you guys know what I'm talking about. So let me know what you have had to deal with in the sun. And I mean, if you had a mister and a fan and an umbrella that SPF 50, so you're getting that shade, first of all, sun is not getting through this. I can just tell you that. And then on top of that, you have the fan. And then look at this. So the bottom, this, I should have put it on with you guys. But so basically, this is a water bottle that comes with it. Fill it up with water. This came off the bottom. So then I just attached it here. And now I've got buttons right here that I can press to get that mist whenever I need it. I'm going to show you a video so you know exactly what I'm talking about. But please tell me in the chat if you think that is the coolest thing. No pun intended. Oh, nice. I hear the wind. Oh, you guys do hear the wind. Okay. And Leslie's saying, no way. That is so awesome. I mean, seriously, I can think of a million times I'm going to use this. It is so great. It is so cool. I was going to say, here's somebody that's using it so you can see that mist. I just didn't want to get my computer wet or myself wet at the beginning of the show. So, but there it is with the mist on and probably the fan as well. But here's the video that I was talking about. So there it is. There's that fan. And she just unscrews that, puts the water bottle on, presses the button, and there's that mist coming down, and that's it. So it is pretty incredible. Really, really brilliant idea. And not just a brilliant idea, but so well executed. Again, everything about it is high end. It comes in a little pouch right here. The material, again, I wish you could see. And then even just this, so it, goes over the shoulder really easily. You would think something like this would weigh a ton. It doesn't. It's very, very lightweight. So I was even thinking over the shoulder, I would even take this hiking. And then when you need a break, you just, because it's so lightweight. It's really, really cool. Now, it does come with that water bottle that I showed you, but it's sort of not completely universal, but there are other water bottles that fit on here as well. Like I know Aquafina, Smart Water, Fiji. Ryan, let me know if I left any out, but this one's so great that comes with it. So either way, and you don't have to use it with the water. Maybe you just want to have it with the fan, or maybe you just want a great umbrella. So, it's a 3-in-1. So, do what you want with it. But it is that nice big span. In fact, when it's open, it is 41 inches diameter. And then the length of it is 35 inches. And so I love it for me. Thank you, Ryan, for sending it to me. I'm so excited to be using it this time of year and heading into summer. But what an amazing gift to give somebody. Anybody that is, an outdoor person, someone that is a golfer, someone that has kids that play sports and they have to go, whether it's soccer or baseball or football or whatever, you're out in that hot sun, and to have that, oh my gosh. And, someone that, people that love those music festivals, they will be grateful to you forever and ever with that one. Let's see, this would be great need for golfing in Palm Springs. Totally. Yes. This one would be great for watching kids' soccer games. There we go. In Phoenix, Arizona fields. Oh my gosh. Yes. My son just went to the Masters out there. Not the Masters. What was it called? Waste Management. I have Masters on my mind, you guys, because it's next weekend. But Waste Management out there, and it's hot. And so to have that, oh my gosh, so great. And then Leslie's saying, my daughter has MS with a broken thermostat. She could use this inside too. Oh my gosh. Yes, we need to fix her thermostat. But yes, she could use that inside, because it's not like torrential downpours. It's the mist and the fan. So It's great. And Monica thinks it's super cool too. Ryan, you are getting all kinds of accolades. And so I want to hit on that QR code one more time. As you're seeing, the retail price on this is $89.99. With that Grommet discount, you're paying $72. Yes, it's a little pricey for an umbrella, but this is not an umbrella. This is so much more than an umbrella. You are buying a personal mister. You're buying a personal fan that you can take everywhere. And you're buying your sanity in the heat, which is pretty wonderful. So it is so much more than just an umbrella. So I personally think that $72 is a home run. I really do. And so again, if it's something that you're thinking, I'm sure I'll think of the perfect person to get that for someday, still grab that QR code because you can use it later on. You don't have to use it today, or you don't have to use it at all. And so what I would love for the rest of the show, for you guys to think of that QR code, think of it as a way to vote, because the voting is super important to these brands. So these brands have launched this week, most of them, this week on Grommet, and they're all vying to be the product of the week. And so the amount of votes they get directly impacts who wins. So if you love a product or more product, you can vote for all of them if you want. Definitely use the QR code because it's no skin off your back, because you don't have to buy it. You're just saying, wow, this is a great product. So all of you who chimed in and said, I love it, I hope you guys gave him an upvote, because I certainly did. I think it's amazing. So I think some people get shy to do that because they think, oh my gosh, if I do that, does it mean it's going to take my credit card and I'm buying it? No, not at all. You're getting the 20%, which that's a win-win. Grommet gets to know that you like the product, so they try to find new and different ways to push products out that get a lot of attention. And you're helping Ryan because he just might be the winner of the product of the week, which is, there's all kinds of good things that go along with that. So, let me just show you real quick before we move on, all the colors, because I love all the colors. So many to choose from. So I think, Ryan, did I cover them all? 7 of them. There's the black and gold, there's the yellow, the silver, the rainbow, the light blue, the light gray, and then the good old American flag. So Ryan, can you tell us, Ryan says he loves your votes. Keep them coming. Can you tell us which color is your best seller? I'm going to guess, oh gosh, I want to guess yellow, but the practical side of me thinks it's gray. And yes, it is 7 colors. Okay, Ryan, what is the best seller? Anybody else want to guess before Ryan tells us? What do you guys think? I don't know why I love doing this. If you've been here before, you know that. Okay, he's going to tell us, I'm sure. But I'm going to get ready while we wait for that to move on to the next product. Let's see. Tie with blue and gray. That light blue actually is really pretty. I really do like that. And someone else is chiming in that they love the flag. Go USA. Okay. I'm full of segues today. I'm just letting you guys know. I have so much fun coming up with the show order. Actually, Jen and I have fun with this because I try to think of, what to put first and last and why. And anyway, so the perfect segue of the umbrella that can be used at the Masters. If anyone's going to the Masters, take this umbrella with you. You will be the hit. As you are sitting there watching golf and everybody else is sweltering in the heat, you're going to have your umbrella, and you could probably sell it for 5 times the $72. Ryan, you actually should be setting up, I'm sure you already do, but for you to have kiosks or booths or whatever at all these golf tournaments, slam dunk. Okay. Speaking of golf tournaments, there's my little segue there. Silver is the best reflector. That would make sense. Which one is because Audrey asked, which one is the best to reflect the sun rays? No sun for me. I think a lot of people agree with you, Audrey, on that. So that is good to know. Silver reflects it. Fantastic. Okay, so moving on to a golf product. This is one, and lots of you already know I'm not a golfer myself, but I am surrounded by golfers. And the area that we live in, there are golf courses everywhere. And it is just a big, big deal. And the place we go to that's a couple hours away, that's kind of our vacation spot, is Palm Desert. And there are more golf courses than houses or anything out there. It's crazy. And so I actually have seen this product several times with people I know using it. And when it came to Grommet, I have been dying to feature it. I tried to feature it one time, but the sample didn't get in time. So I got to talk about it, but I didn't get to show it. And because I am an inventor myself. And so I always appreciate, I think the wheels, I love to imagine how the person who invented it, how their wheels spun for them to come up with this. And the ones I like the most are the ones that are just simple solutions, because we all know there are a lot of solutions to help golfers be better golfers. There are more golf gadgets than any other kind of gadget on the planet, I think. And boy, do they buy into them. And, there's really high tech. I went to the PGA show, and seeing the golf gadgets there and all the high tech stuff, it's incredible what is available. This one is not that. You do not plug it in. There's no USB charger. There is none of that. There is no setup. There's no nothing. It is as simple as can possibly be. Yet I have never seen a better training device than this. And I have asked a lot of golfers who have tried this, and they all say this is the best golf training device. In fact, I think that it actually has that accolade. It's the #1 golf swing aid. What is it? Marcy, show it to us. Quit talking about it. Okay, here it is. If you're not familiar with this, I'm sure many of you are. Let me know if you are in the chat. This is called the Birdie Mat Pro. Birdie Mat Pro. So super thin, lightweight, although not too lightweight. It's definitely very, very durable. You'll see on the back, you can get a sense of that. Very, very sturdy. But what it is, this is a golf swing aid that is based on, believe it or not, sequin technology. Yes, when I say sequins, I'm talking about like on the sequin gowns that we're all familiar with. So what it does is basically there's sequins right there. So you're seeing the green, and then when I touch it, it turns white, right? And then I can make it green again by doing that. So if you are a golfer, you'll know what I'm talking about. But basically, here's another thing I love about this. You don't have to use this on the golf course. You can use this in your living room. It can be indoors or outdoors. You don't even have to use a golf ball with this. You can just use your club. And so what it does is it provides you instant feedback so that you can in real time improve your swing. And so when I say that, think about the sequin technology in it. So let's say you swing, you square up, you're trying to square up the club to swing, and it goes off this way. You'll instantly know that it went off to, which way is that? To the left. And if that happened, it is a slice. Do I have that right? I think I have it right. We've got Okie Sanders in the house. I'm sure he can help me out with that. Let's see here. Do I have that right? Yes, if it goes to the left, it is a slice. But the next time you swing, if it goes to the right, then that's a hook. And so you got to get it more up the center. And so you can correct it real time until you finally get one that goes up the center, and then you're doing well. And so imagine how simple that is. Like having your own golf pro on call with you whenever you want. All you have to do is take the Birdie Mat Pro. It takes 2 steps. You're basically putting it on the ground and swinging. And right away, you're going to know how you did. And then you can correct it. So I love the portability of it because it does have that handle. It is lightweight and it's so thin. So you just take it with you. You can travel with it. You name it. And it's so durable that you can use this. It's what they've proven, what they tested it at, that you can use it for up to 5,000 swings before you would need to replace. So pretty amazing, because we know what you guys spend on those golf lessons, and to have a pro working with you is a fortune. But to have the Birdie Mat Pro with the Grommet discount, only $54, under $55, that you can use again and again and again. And Leslie gets it. She is a golfer. I know she's actually coming up with a golf invention herself, which I'm very excited about. It's very, very cool. And she's saying instant feedback. That is exactly. And golf pros all over use the Birdie Mat Pro. It's used by thousands upon hundreds of thousands of people use the Birdie Mat Pro. But what's so cool is it's for someone who's never golfed before on up to the Tiger Woods. anybody, because everybody can always improve their swing. And this is the easiest way. And if you're a visual person like I am, I mean, you just visually can see, instead of that guesswork of trying to figure out what you did wrong. So it's like a coach sitting there saying, oh, you were a little left, let's bring it, Oh my gosh. Or if you're lucky, a fade, says Leslie. And then Candy's saying, wow, that's a really clever use of sequence. Who knew? That's the thing. I want to know what happened in that moment that he thought, let's do sequence. And I'm guessing maybe he had one of those pillows. Did you guys ever get the pillows where my daughter, her friends all made one for her with the sequins on it? And it looked like it was just, I think there was a heart on it or something. And then when she did that, it was this boy that she has a crush on. It was a picture of him. And it was so funny. So maybe it was that. I don't know. I want to hear the story someday. And Candy again says, wow, oh no, that was one I already read. Okay. Excuse me. Let's see. What else do I want to say? Oh, I know what I want to say is they do have a deal going on right now where you can buy one and get one for 50% off, or you can buy two and get one for free. So three for the price of two. So I think that was kind of cool. And I don't know, I know Father's Day is a little ways out, but whether it's, maybe you just want to get someone, and it's not just men, women, Mother's Day. If you have a mom who likes to golf, Mother's Day is right around the corner. So anyway, but for yourself, if you are a golfer on any level, and everybody has the excuse of, I haven't been able to practice. I haven't, I couldn't get out on the course. So, I'm going to be terrible today. But with the Birdie Mat Pro, there is no excuse. You do it right in your living room, anywhere in your house. You can do it in your backyard. You can take it to the office, anywhere. It is truly portable, your own personal golf pro on the go. Kind of cool, right? Do you guys like that one? If you do, upvote, upvote, upvote. Again, it means so much to the makers. So definitely do that, and you'll get that 20% off and be able to use that whenever you want. Okay, we are going to do one more product, and then we are going to do a giveaway. And so if you have not already entered the giveaway, this is the time to do it. And Jen is going to put up that QR code again. There she goes. So it's right there. All you have to do is take out your phone and click it like that. Super easy. You enter that way. And if you haven't already doubled your chances, Jen is paying attention, and anybody who puts the word giveaway into the chat is getting a second entry. And so we have, again, one giveaway coming up after this next product, and then we're doing another one at the end of the show. So don't miss out on those because they are good ones. I already know what they are this time. Sometimes I don't. This time I do. Okay, so Jen's chimed in. Double your chances to win tonight. All you have to do is type giveaway. And I want to make sure you guys know with the giveaway, there's no strings attached at all. This is just Grommet's way, the maker's way of saying thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. So get in on that. Okay, I'm really, really, really excited about this one because this is created by a gentleman who I've actually been in touch with, met years and years ago. I was such a fan of the product years and years ago. I want to say it was probably 2014, and I don't know if he's here in the chat with us or not. His name is Colton. But I was such a fan of this product that I created a video for it back in 2014. So I'm going to show you the video. This was my little marketing video for them. And I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but because I think it's a minute and a half or something, I'm just going to show you a few seconds of it so you'll get the idea. And then I'm going to show you the product and tell you why I love it as much as I do. But when I saw this product come onto Grommet, I was so excited because I do know him. He's an awesome guy. And I probably have gifted this product to at least 10 people, maybe 20 people. It's such a great gift. So, oh, I'm showing you the wrong one. Oh, I don't want to show you that. Where's my video? Oh, shoot. Jen, did we not have it? Am I losing it? Oh, no, here it is.
My family loves to barbecue. And whether it's in our backyard or at the community pool or even at the beach, it is one of our favorite things to do together. But one of the things we don't love is having to cook everything really fast to get it off the grill before it gets dark. Well, I am super happy to tell you that that is a problem of the past because I have discovered a new set of barbecue tools that are absolutely brilliant. Check this out.
there I was back in 2014. Anyway, so that was the video I did for them. What is the product? The product is called Grill Light, as you probably figured out by now. And these are amazing. If you are a griller, or if you are someone who camps, or if you are someone, we barbecue all the time down at the beach. And at the beach, it gets dark. And I feel like it's always dark before we finally get ready to put those burgers on. And then trying to get our phones out with the flashlight to be able to see the burgers so we can see how well done they are or not done is always just a huge challenge. And so when I saw these products, I thought, oh my God, another one of those simple solutions. Why don't barbecue tools have a flashlight? And so Colton came up with it, Grill Lights, as I'm hoping you can tell. I think you can. These are the most high quality, sturdy, durable, best barbecue tools. Even if it didn't have a light, these would be the barbecue tools of choice for me and my family, for sure. These are restaurant grade steel, stainless steel. So really, really high end. They are dishwasher safe, although, so here's another brilliant thing about Colton, that as you can see there, the flashlight is built into the handle. All you have to do is press this button right here. So I'm going to turn it on for you to see. There you go. So this is a incredible light itself. So it's a special light that is basically created, I want to use the right terminology, he calls it ideal illumination, but it is 200 lumens. That the whole goal with this light for Colton was to be able to replicate daylight, so that when it shines onto whatever it is you're cooking, let's just say burgers or steak, that you're seeing the true color as you would see it in the day, so that there's no guesswork about it, is it really done, is it not? You can see and know. And so he did that brilliantly. I mean, you can't really see it here, how good it is. You can kind of see in that picture there, but it is really, really great. And I will show you that before and after that I accidentally showed you earlier. So, I mean, there you are with no lights trying to grill, and there you are with Grill Light. What a huge difference, right? And while I'm here, I'll have to show you Colton so you know who I'm talking about. There he is. He's so cute. Okay, so, but what I started to say is one of the other brilliant things about it is that these flashlights are removable. So, wait a minute. Do it on here. This one's easier. So this $32 is actually for the set. So you're getting both of these. You're getting a spatula, you're getting tongs, and the tongs are just as high quality, restaurant quality, that steel, and opens like that. So they're nice, big, long, and so sturdy that nothing's flopping around it. When you're turning, this does it brilliantly. And he's got that stopper there, so it easily closes up. But these flashlights, why am I having trouble removing them? I just did it earlier. I swear they're removable. Colton, what am I doing wrong? Oh, there we go. Hello. So this one is bent for this, but it's straight on this one. And so they come out. So when you want to wash these and put them in the dishwasher, you're just going to take this out. But here's what else I love about this. This is an amazing flashlight. So typically, if you're grilling in the dark, you're in a dark area, and maybe you have to use the restroom. You could just take this out, and it's your flashlight taking you to the bathroom. So brilliant if you're someone who camps. So it's, kind of multi-use. I don't even know if he intended for that, but we've used it many, many times that way, where I'm just like, can you take the flashlight out? And then I've got this great flashlight to take me to the bathroom. There I go. Lightweight, easy. And same with this one. This one comes out as well. And these tongs, in case anyone's wanting to know the size, these are 18 inches long, and they're waterproof. The batteries are included, so they come in both of them. And I've had this set. I'm trying to think if this is my set I've had this set for so many years, and I've never had to change the batteries at all. And they still work. I got nervous thinking, do I need to change the batteries before the show? And sure enough, I turn it on and it works like a charm. So, gosh, when I mentioned that I've gifted it to so many people, and if you think about, if you are going to a barbecue, if you are going to a house party or anything, what an amazing hostess gift to bring. Even if you bought the set and you just gifted the spatula, and you broke it up and you gifted the tongs to somebody else. But giving it as a set is even better, and it does come in a really nice box like that, and you can put a little red bow or some kind of bow, and it is one of those bow and goes, so it's just so easy to gift. But also Father's Day, also anyone who loves camping, anyone who does those beach barbecues would love this, because it is so outside the box. Very few people have grilling tools that have a flashlight built in, and you would think this is a gimmick, but when you get these home and you try them, you will know this is so not a gimmick, because these are as good as any restaurant would ever use. They're really high quality grill tools. Really, really smart. And read the reviews. They're all 5 stars. I can't imagine anyone buying the set and sending it back or giving it a bad review. I'd be curious if he's ever had a bad review, because they're that good. I can so confidently say that to you guys. So don't miss out on that Grommet discount. Grab and just give him a vote, because how can you not like this product? But don't miss out on that, because even if, again, you're going to gift someone for Father's Day down the road, get the Grommet discount, buy them now so you don't have to worry about it, or save it and get it later. So it's a good one. Colton, well done. And I'm so glad you are on Grommet. That made me so happy to see. So I'm so thrilled that I got to feature it. So thank you. Okay, we are going to do the giveaway. First giveaway. So if you haven't already entered, there is still time. Go ahead and do that, because even if you don't win this one, we've got another one at the end. And I'm thinking, since we just did the grill tools, I think we need to give away a set of grill tools. What do you think? Diane saying nice for grilling at night. Absolutely. And I've talked about the beach, the park, all of that, camping, but even in your own home, depending on where your grill is, we have a light out by the grill, but doesn't do a good job of really shining on the meat. So when we use these at home, it's illuminated like it's daytime. So even at home, they're incredible. The first winner, the winner of the grill tools, is Brenda Sims. Brenda, congratulations. I don't know if Brenda is in the chat or not, but Brenda, you are a lucky lady. You are going to love these, or if you gift them to somebody, they are going to love these. They are an incredible set of barbecue tools any way you slice it, but they happen to have a flashlight in it that makes grilling so much easier. So congratulations, and thank you to Grill Lights, and thank you to Colton. Excuse me. I need a little more water. Okay, we have 3 more products, and then we are going to do one more giveaway. This product, oh my God, I almost wasn't able to do this product, and I'm so happy. Oh wait, Audrey says, before I move on, Audrey says, I missed part of this. Does the flashlight come with, or does any flashlight work? Good question, Audrey. I should have said that right off the top. It comes with the 2 flashlights. So you're getting those 2 flashlights built in to the tools themselves. And they come with the batteries. So that all of that for $32 with the Grommet discount. It's normally $30, almost $40. So yes, it is a really good deal. Especially you'll see when you get them home and you use them and hold them. It's amazing. The quality, really sturdy, everything. The best grill tools I've ever used. I mean that. Okay, moving on. Speaking of, there's another segue, me and my segues, because if you are grilling, if you're anywhere outside barbecuing, whether you're at the beach or the park or camping or your own house or whatever, you got to have a speaker, got to have a Bluetooth speaker, right? Well, what if your Bluetooth speaker was 300% more powerful than your phone? What if your Bluetooth speaker was smaller than a golf ball? And what if your Bluetooth speaker could turn anything into a super powerful 360-degree omnidirectional sound system? Yes, I have a product that does that. It is the coolest thing. It is called the everything. It's the anything speaker. And the reason I call it the anything speaker is that last point that I just mentioned. It can turn anything into a speaker. Now, I'm going to tease a little bit before I show it to you. I saw the funniest I think it was TikTok, some kind of a video with it where a guy said, I'm going to see if I can turn my girlfriend's rear end into a speaker. And she was laying on the beach in her bathing suit. And he went up while I think she was reading her book, laying on her stomach. And he put it on her cheek. And the cheek turned into a speaker. So what am I talking about? This is the anything speaker. Does anyone have one before I show it? I got to know. You guys, this was the #1 product sold on TikTok last year. TikTok shop, #1. And it's also the most viewed video on TikTok. I don't know which one. There are so many videos of it. So maybe you guys all know about this. I've never used it before until yesterday. Here it is. This is the anything speaker. Cool little box. And when you open it up, you will see that inside is, I told you it's smaller than a golf ball. Another segue there with my golf. So look at that, teeny tiny. And it comes in a couple different, like it comes in more of a stainless steel looking, sort of aluminum looking, but this is the black. On the back is a suction cup. You can see I've already been using it right there, but it comes with this cute little box inside that's got your accessories in it. So you have a choice of either doing the suction or you can also do magnet. So either way. And then it does come with the USB charge cord. And so it charges really fast. I was surprised at how fast it charges. And then the runtime, if you did a continual, had it on, it would be about 60 minutes. So it's, you'll recharge it after 60 minutes. But I'm going to turn it on. I have it already hooked to my phone, I think. So let's just make sure. You guys are going to love this. Okay, we are connected. Let me just turn on my Spotify. In honor of my mom, whose favorite song is Sweet Caroline. She might be even on here tonight. I tried to get her on. We're going to play Sweet Caroline. Okay, can you hear it? Not very well, right? Can't hear it very well. Well, guess what? If I put it on my desk, I'm suctioning to my desk. Whoops, I got to turn. Hold on. Let me put it on something that's closer. Okay, this is on my desk organizer. Wait. Hold on. Let me do something you guys can see. Okay, I'm going to do it on this. This is a product I featured a couple shows ago. So that is like, oh, shoot. Touching hands. So that's that. The thing that I found worked the best was a window. So I have a little mirror here. I'm going to try. Can you hear how much louder that got? So it's just this. I have a file cabinet here. We're going to try that. Can you hear it? Okay, I've got a little box. I'm going to try. I don't know how good you guys are hearing it. Do I not have it up over? Okay, so if you were here in my office, it's incredible. And basically the bigger, more hollow thing that you attach it to, the better it works. So I have this big window by my kitchen and I put it there and it was just this huge sound that came out. So you're hearing like barely anything. And then you put it there and it just, I'm trying to think if I have the video. No, I don't. But where I've seen it be where people just rave about it is if you are a guitar player and you put it on the guitar, the sound that comes out because it's that hollow guitar is incredible. If you have a baby grand piano and you put it in one of those holes in the piano and you're playing off of here, it sounds like the piano is playing itself if you put piano music on. I mean, it is so much fun. So you can, I could keep going. Let me pick a different song. Hold on. Oh, I love my Kenny Rogers. Okay. One more time. This is another one product I recently did. Whoa. Shoot. Okay, that was not a good example. Anyway, oh. Okay, that's my desk. Okay, enough music fun for me. But I like how it resembles the volume dial on our old style fancy stereos. Oh, it kind of does. You're right. Oh my gosh, I would have not thought of that, Candy. Of course you thought of that. It really, really does. I think I had ours was black too, just like that. Um, I just think this thing is so incredible. So it's not. Oh, someone was asking if it's waterproof. It is not waterproof. However, because I know you're probably asking that because of a shower, and it actually I did it on my shower, and it works so well. And so definitely do it on the shower door, but on the outside. So you do it on the outside of the shower door and you hear it like crazy inside the shower, if that's why you're asking. So I'm curious if that was the reason. And yes, you can put it on your forehead. You can put it on anything because it uses bone conduction technology. And I featured those bone conduction headphones and I love them. They're my favorite headphones, Dashlight, and which are so weird because you don't put them in your ear. You just put them, they go around the ear and then it uses just the bone conduction to make this incredible sound without being inside your ear. So same thing. And yes, people all the time put them on their heads. It's, the fun TikTok videos. But another great use, a lot of people put them on their bicycle helmets. And so when they're riding, they get this great sound without having to have earphones in. So we did it. We have a front patio table, a glass patio table. I did it on the patio table, but I liked it even more when I did it on the window next to the patio table. And you would have thought we had this big giant sound system out there. And it was this little guy. I don't know. I can't believe it is so amazing how it works. And you got to try it. You got to get it home. You'll have so much fun trying it. I mean, I walked around the house, I put it on the refrigerator, I put it on the dishwasher, everywhere to see which was the best. And I'd still after everything I've tried, I have to say the window is the best in my eyes. So same thing, your mirror in the bathroom, if you're getting ready or whatever, you can have just this great sound system in your bathroom. So that is the everything speak or the anything speaker, turns anything into a speaker. So normally almost $50, you are getting it for $39.95. And so I always like to talk about gifts because this one I love because it's a gift for anyone, no matter how old or young, boy or girl, anything, any occasion, you cannot miss with an anything speaker. And at that, to me, it's such a giftable price point. So I love that. And they do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. It is really great quality. I've only recently gotten it, but I read a bunch of the reviews, and it is great reviews. And so they stand behind it with that 30-day money-back guarantee. The other thing you can do is you can hook two of them up together. So then you can really get that sound system going. Excuse me. Cindy's asking, so you sync it up to your phone with your music app? Yeah, anything that takes Bluetooth. So whether it's, a phone, a tablet, or whatever, it could be synced to my laptop. And if I turn on my Spotify or my music on my laptop, and it doesn't have to be just music. So anything you want, it could be for a podcast or whatever. So yeah, it works with everything. And then I do love that idea of the two. And so you could have two in different places or right together or whatever. And just that they built in such incredible technology into that little thing. I actually have a video showing. I'll show you it's just a quick one, but just to see what's inside that little guy that makes it work so well. So they're taking it apart for us to see. And all of that inside that little tiny knob, as Candy called it. Okay, I don't know about you, but I love that one. And clearly everyone on TikTok loves that one and I hate even saying that because to me, there's something about that makes it seem like a gadget that doesn't work well. And it's not. It's actually, when you look at it and touch it, it's not a gadget that doesn't work well. This is, people rave about this. So it's really well done. So I almost hesitate to say that, but I just wanted to kind of let you know how popular it is. Crazy. Okay, we've got two more products, and this one is for our fur friends. As many of you know, I am a big dog lover, one dog in particular, Coco. Now, I have to say, though, this product is not a Coco product. Almost every other product is a Coco product, but this is a Kobe and Sarah product. Those are my two labs before Coco. And this is definitely a Sam and Brixton product. That is my brother's two labs. And if you have a dog, let me know in the chat. But if you have a dog that eats fast, for sure let me know in the chat. The product that I'm going to show you was actually developed out of Australia. I love that. My favorite TV show. I can't tell you what it is because you guys will all make fun of me. But it is an Australian TV show. And this product has been named by multiple, which, first of all, I have to say, I didn't realize that there was such a thing as a slow feeder dog bowl. But evidently there is, and there are many of them. Once I found out that it was such a thing, it makes total sense because most dogs eat so fast. It's like you turn around and it's gone. And so there's a lot of issues that happen if your dog eats that fast. And not only is it things like, they're gulping. So they are gulping water in. So they can have major digestive issues just based on how fast they wolf, no pun intended. That's a good one. They wolf that food down. And so I think most dogs do that. They eat so fast. And so what they've created here is really awesome. So this is a pet food feeder. It's called Super Feedy. So nicely done, by the way. I mean, quality up the yin yang all the way through. This one is sort of almost like a cantaloupe melon color with the mint, and then this one is super cool too. Oh, it's stuck to my file cabinet. Hold up, there we go. So this is like a navy with blue. So there's those two different color options. But on the bottom, you will see there's a big giant suction that's designed to stick to the floor because, as you know, if you have a dog that eats fast, that bowl goes all over the place when they're trying to get through it, and the food's going and the water's spilling and all of that. This keeps it very, very sturdy. You might be wondering about this mat that's on top, and this serves a couple different purposes. But the whole idea, when I take the top off of it, is that it slows dogs down. Super Feedy does, in a couple different ways, but so that they're not gulping their food down so fast. And there's other issues beyond just what it does digestively to them, but there's also sort of anxiety that happens with the dogs around food. When it comes, they just, and so they're just, in fact, I have to say that about my brother's dog, who's no longer with us, but he was just anxiety ridden, just neurotic. And when he ate, and so you wonder, chicken or the egg, did the anxiety and kind of that neurotic element come from food? Because as I read and did research on this, I realized how much anxiety for animals is tied to the food. And so what they've created is pretty incredible, and people just swear by it. And it's won award after award in the pet industry for good reason. And so inside, I'm going to show it to you quickly, and then I'm going to show you a video. So what they've done is they've built in all of these different little kind of sort of barriers so that you're placing food in different places in here. So they kind of have to find it and it, move from one area to another. So it's a much slower process. So let's look at a few dogs using it. And it's not just in here, because there's also this was the cover that was on it. But this is a mat that is reversible. So it's got two different textures on it. It's a silicone mat where you can actually spread food on here and they can lick to get off the food here. So again, just slowing the whole pace of the meal down. So you'll see that very clearly in the video, which is right here. Oh no, that's not the video. That is the picture. Here's the video. So there they, you can imagine, you can just tell that had that not been there, they would have wolfed it so fast. And it is, I love watching that. Let's show you just a couple of the pictures. So see how that food is kind of spread throughout the mat. And so they just have to, make their way across it to get to the food. You can even strategically place it in the corners like that. And I had to show you this one only because I feel like after looking at these pictures and the video that my poor dog does not get enough food because there's a lot of food in that bowl. Is it just me? Or do you guys feed your dog that much? I know it depends on the dog's size, but I give her a little over a cup of just that dry dog food. Good dry dog food, but dry dog food. Would have loved when I had my dog, been gone for a few years. Oh, I'm sorry, Diane. But yeah, I mean, certain dogs, for my last two dogs, oh my gosh, I would have been so happy to have this. Oh my gosh, what a difference it would make. So again, I'll show you the interior of the other one because I think you'll be able to see it better. So what's, the features again, you've got that suction on the bottom. This nicely secures just like that. Such high quality. I wish you could feel it, but secures right there. So it becomes very portable. If you're traveling or, going on a road trip or whatever, you can pre-make kind of food, prep the food in here, put the top on and take it with you. And then it does, if you're someone who does the fresh food, it goes in the refrigerator. It's also freezer safe. I'm not sure how often that would be used, but either way. And then it is dishwasher safe as well, which is really nice to be able to clean a bowl that easily. And so again, here is the inside with all those little barriers. So depending on how big or small your dog is, it's really designed for medium to large dogs. When I think of the smaller dogs, I feel like this is great for the smaller dogs, just to kind of spread it on here. And then when you're done, you're just rinsing it and it's all clean and ready to go. So I don't know. Jen, our producer, has a smaller dog. Would this work for him? I'm thinking about, or would that be too much food on here? I'm curious about that. Let's see. Super Feedie's in the house. Oh, I didn't think you guys were here. I'm so glad. And Jen says, yes, it would definitely work for her little dog. She has a Frenchie. And so that's what I was thinking. And he's saying good day because he's from Australia, or they're saying good day. I don't know who it is. It just says Super Feedie. That was a lot of food, I thought, as well. LOL. Thank you, Audrey. I just felt like, oh my God, I've been depriving poor Coco, but she's lived to be 15. So I'm doing something right. But it did look very healthy. It was very healthy, very fresh food. And the mat is great for wet or fresh food. Either one is. Jen is the one that chimed in on that because she's got the little dog. And does Toby eat really quickly? Is that an issue for you? Because I know this is an issue across the board with dogs. My Coco is like the only one that takes her time that I know of. And she said yes with exclamation points. It's definitely an issue. So Super Feedie, is there anything I forgot? I think you have done such a phenomenal job. The execution of this, everything about it is so nicely done. And I love the portability of it. Love that that top goes securely on, dishwasher safe. But most importantly, that it helps our dogs who, now that it's been brought to my attention, I'm thinking of so many dogs that just wolf it down and need to slow down just a touch. And so I could imagine it's just like retraining them how to eat so that they will have, those digestive issues will be minimized and maybe taken care of altogether, because I know that is a big, big issue. So really, really well done. You guys, if you have not already grabbed that QR code, do that, because typically it is almost $40 and worth every penny. Because I've got to say, it's one of those where I'm sure you can't tell through the camera, but it is really, really high quality. Thank you, Super Feedie. I forgot to mention how much it holds. It has a 10-cup capacity, and it's versatile for the modern dog and their owner. Food prep, travel, all in one. Really. So you're prepping it, putting it in there, you put the top on, take it with you to go. It's really great. I would imagine it's very popular at the pet shows. And when did you launch? How long have you guys been? Is this a brand new product? I didn't find that. So let us know about that. But we have a lot of products on Grommet, and this is, a lot of hair products, a lot of pet products on Grommet. And this is right up there at the top for sure. It's really, really well done, and not just well done, but solves a problem that across the board, I think dog owners deal with. So I also love that it keeps it all so clean with that suction cup, because those bowls go flying. They really do. Even with Coco, they do. Okay, we are going to move on. Thank you, Super Feedie, for being here all the way from Australia and for bringing this amazing product to us. It's a good one. I'm going to be referring it to lots of people, my brother being the first. Okay, so we are down to our last product, and this one is a doozy. And half of me wants to have fun with this, and it's very funny or kind of gross in a way, but half of me knows that this is a major issue, and it really solves the major issue in a pretty cool way. And it's very much of an issue in my house with my daughter. I've talked about her before. She's got lots of big, thick hair. And I'm going to show you a picture, not of her, but of something that looks like her hair, but not on her head, actually in the drain. And this is true. I couldn't find my picture, but I not that long ago used, who has a drain weasel? Does anybody have a drain weasel? If you guys have never tried a drain weasel, it's this little device that you turn the handle and it goes down and it pulls anything and everything out. It's so good. It works like magic. And with my daughter Courtney, we need a drain weasel around because our drains get so clogged with her hair. It's so gross. And this is what it looks like when I use the drain weasel, although this person used his bare hands and I think a screwdriver. But this is when I use it. It's so gross. But I had to show it because it's the reality. That's what it looks like. So this is the reason that Margaret Feldman, and I think Margaret is here with us, that she created what is called hair stixies. And so I like to call this a COVID-born invention. There's a lot of COVID inventions out there. I think when we were all home during COVID, we had so much time on our hands that we slowed down a little bit and we saw these problems that maybe we didn't have time to see before. And then not only did we see them, but we had time to actually create solutions. And we're watching Shark Tank. And so we're getting inspired. And then we actually make these solutions come to life. And Margaret Feldman definitely did that. And she was so grossed out with all her hair that was on the walls in the shower. But when she would wash her hair and the hair would come off in her hands, she thought to herself, I have two options. I can either put it on the wall or I can send it down the drain. And then we either have to call the plumber or she has to do what I just showed you right there. And so she thought, I'm just going to put it on the wall. And so that's what she would do. And you guys have seen it before. I'm guilty of it. We're all guilty. And so she came up with what is called hair stixies. And this is what it looks like right here. Actually, I'm going to show you a before and after. So one of the things I love so much about it is how discreet this is. And I'm going to show you exactly how it works. But here's a before and after, which is just going to explain it probably the best. So that was her choice, is that it could either go down the drain like that and sit there and be gross, or it would actually go down there and clog the drain, or she can put the hair on to the stixies just like that. So it is a clear, sort of a film of sorts. And when you get it, each one of these, you're going to get two of these, and so it's sort of a book of hair stixies. And in each book, there are 12. And so what you do is you're going to take the back off. So there's an adhesive. So you take the back off like that. And did I do that right? And then it affixes to the wall. And so once it's on the wall, then you have basically a pad, almost like of sticky notes, where you take the first one off. And when you take that off, this is very sticky. But I love that it's clear, Margaret. That's awesome because it's just so discreet. It's on the wall, but you wouldn't even know it's there. So you stick it to the shower wall and there it is. And then you're washing your hair, it gets in your hands, and you just go like that. And so because it's adhesive, it takes the hair right off the hand. That's what I appreciated the most, is typically to get the hair, you got it and you're getting it and then it sticks over here. But this, by design, I don't know if it was by design or by accident, but it, on your hand, it just pulls it right off. And then it sticks on there. And then you might be thinking, oh, well, it's just as gross when it's on there. But when you get out of the shower, you just take the whole thing like that and put it in the trash. And that's it. And so you're never sending hair down the drain. You're never having to do the drain weasel and look at what I just showed you there. And calling the plumber and the cost of that. And you just have these on the wall. And again, you don't even know they're there, but you know they're there. So when you've got that hair, pull it off, put it in the trash. Done. Pretty cool. Let's see. And she said, yes, it's designed to be discreet. And Candy says, I always wondered if other people had that problem with the spare hairs or if it was just me. Candy, it is not just you. It's just, might be just you and me, and Margaret. I don't know. You guys tell me. Although I'm hearing I have 2 daughters, I need to get this. And I know my daughter has that issue. Although she does not take the time to put them on the wall, she just, it goes down the drain and we get to deal with that. Although I have made her use the drain weasel before. Margaret replied to Candy, "You are not alone." Audrey says, "Great idea." It's so great. Another one of those, so simple, but solves a huge, huge problem. Something that Margaret mentioned on her website, I think it was, is that some people, me included, I lose more hair than I want to lose. And so I'm trying different products and things to slow down the hair loss and breakage and all of that. And you're wondering if the products are working. You're wondering if you're losing more hair or losing less hair. So this is also a great way to track over time your hair loss. So if you're just starting something about hair loss or to help you with your hair loss, then as you're using it, maybe you save these on in a folder or something. I know that's kind of gross, but you're able to see over time, track your hair shed. And so you can find out how much. In fact, someone who's usually here in the chat, her name is Sherry. She developed a brush that is specifically designed for people that have fragile hair, and that whether they went through chemotherapy or just by nature have fragile hair, whatever it might be, but it's designed for that so that you lose less hair. And so that is one of the things that she touts, is that over time, you'll find that when you're in the shower, you won't lose as much hair. So this would be a great way to track that. Just saying. Just one other little perk there. Wow, need that one. Since when washing hair, some is always on my hands. Always. I know. I'm so glad, Candy, you said you thought you were the only one. I thought so too. Until I had a daughter. And then I thought it was just the two of us. But no, everybody has that problem. Everybody does. And so what a fun, easy invention. And with the Grommet discount, it is $12. You're getting basically 24 of the sheets for $12. So, almost a month's worth of showers. And typically it's almost $15. So with the Grommet discount, you got to grab that. And even if you're not grabbing it, I would love for you to give her an upvote with that, because this is one of those, just that she thought of it during COVID and then just did not know where to begin. And by the way, if you're not already a member, Margaret, of the Women Inventors Club, we would love for you to join. It is such a great group of women that, when you come across any challenges, need help, whatever, it is just filled with women who are eager to help and share tools and resources and ideas and all of that. So if you're not a member, you got to become one, and it's free. That's the best part. Didn't know about a hairbrush for thinning hair. Yes, Diane, it is called the Gentle Style Brush. And Jen, if you happen to have a second to link that, I don't know if you will, but you can find it on Amazon or on her website. And we're trying to get her on Grommet also. So she'll probably be here soon. She will definitely check that out. Okay, good. I'm so glad. Oh, she put the link to join the Women Inventors Club, Margaret, right there. Jen put that in the chat. So we would love to have you on board for sure. And anybody else who's watching. Okay, we are up. And she says it's free. Leslie put the link to the Gentle Style brush. Leslie, thank you. So that Diane was asking about that. That is the brush right there. It's great. Really great. And there are so many of us who have that fragile hair, whether it's breakage or just hair fall in general, or maybe, in fact, her name again is Sherry that created it, and she went through chemotherapy herself. So that was her own issue, why she created this brush. And so it's so fun to see it taking off in such a big way, and that she's able to share her story and relate to so many other people that deal with this issue. So it's great. Okay, well, that brings us to the end of the show. 7 incredible products. Again, did I tell you at the beginning of the show? I mean, we crossed every category, didn't we? Lots of fun products, gifts for everybody. And we are going to do our second giveaway now. So the only thing I would want to know, I'm not going to ask a question. Okay, we are going to give away. If it's okay with you, Ryan, if you're still on, we are going to give away an umbrella, because I just think time of year, this umbrella with the mister and the fan, I mean, And not only that, if it was just the umbrella, I would want it because it's such a great umbrella. It's that big 41-inch span. It's 35 inches tall, but it gives incredible shade, SPF 50. And it's that fan. I got to turn the fan on one more time. What? There it goes. Can you hear it? Oh, it feels so good. I mean, this is a game changer. Really is. Oh, Ryan says, let's do it. Oh, that it feels so good. I can't wait, Ryan, to try this when I'm at a sporting event or just at the beach when everyone else is sweating next to me and I'm got my little mister and my fan going on. Oh, I think I could sell these at the beach. Leslie says, I need this. Love the umbrella. Okay, everyone's happy with my giveaway choice. I'm so glad. Okay, so hopefully you guys all entered. If you got that second entry, I'm going to say you have one more chance. If you put the word giveaway in, if you haven't already, put that in the chat because you might be the winner of the Breeze Life umbrella. And you guys saw the 7 awesome colors right there. I got to show you one more time. My personal favorite, which I think I kind of love the yellow because it puts me in a good mood. But I think my second choice is the light blue. As you can tell, I've got my light blue blazer on right now. He says it's a great way to make friends on a hot day. I could imagine you probably have 10 people under that umbrella with you fighting. Okay, so we are going to do the giveaway right now. Let me just check and see who won. Okay. I'm just checking to see if this person is the person I think it is. Oh, this person is in the chat and she's been pretty active in the chat. So I love that. So it's going to a great person and her name is Diane. So congratulations, Diane. I am so happy for you. You are going to love this. And Diane, tell us in the chat. I hope you're still here because you've been on the whole time. Tell us in the chat what color you would pick. I'm so curious about that. And oh my gosh, when you have got to tell us what you think when you get it. I hope you will post. I hope you will be under it, letting us know what you think of the Breeze Life umbrella because it is a winner. I'm telling you guys, it is a winner. So, Diane, again, congratulations. Jen is going to reach out to you to get your shipping address and to find out what color you want. And she will send that out to you right away. And again, please let us know. Make sure to tag Breeze Life and Ryan so that we, and me, so that we can, and Grommet, sorry. But when we get tagged, then we can continue to promote it and spread the word. So definitely do that. And she is going to pick the light blue, woman after my heart. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to be curious. I hope you do post at least with a picture so we can see the light blue. I mean, you could kind of see it there, but we'd love to see a bigger one. So Ryan is saying congratulations. Leslie's giving you a big woohoo. So that is a perfect way to close out this episode of Grommet Live. This was so much fun, you guys. I loved doing it on a Friday because it's now happy hour. So it's time to go have a glass of champagne or something fun, I think. And I just want to wish everybody a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And thank you guys all for being here. Thank you to the makers for joining us inside the chat and for doing what you do, for bringing these awesome products to us. We love it. So we will see you guys next time on Grommet Live. Bye-bye.